We are live right now, Hugo. So we're up and we're good to go, man.
All right.
Finally, we're here. It's happening. We're doing it.
This thing's kind of tricky.
Yeah, I got the echo too. So everyone who's joining us for figuring out everything, obviously. So bear with us for a few seconds. Never had the feedback issue before.
Is it still doing it?
Yeah, I think so. It's like I say something and then it echoes back 5 seconds later.
What the heck? We need to consult the IT team.
You know what we might have to do? We might have to go live individually on Instagram.
Oh, is that what is going on?
I think so. I can't go live. All right. Let's see if that takes care of it. Hey, everyone, what's up, Peter? We're getting set up here, so bear with us for a second. Why is there still an echo? Maybe we figured it out, Hugo.
Are you live on your Instagram?
Let me see if I can go live on mine, because it wasn't letting me before.
I'll be right back while you figure that out.
No, it's still not letting me, so I'm gonna have to give up on this Instagram. Oh, I know why. That's why the echo. Hugo, I figured why we had the echo. Oh, hold on. I had the actual video up on YouTube. So whenever I was saying something, it was going through on the YouTube. So I closed that link. So I think I'm gonna go back to Instagram and join you. So I think we might be good now.
Okay, you're gonna join me now?
Yeah, I think we're good now. Request to join. Here we go. All right. I'm an idiot. I had our video link up on YouTube, and I'm like, why do I keep hearing myself? And it was because the video was open.
Oh, okay.
I requested. All right, perfect. Joining. All right, now we got all that figured out. Now it's time for the good stuff. Now we can have some fun.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, right. Well, I feel like everyone in the cigar community has these technical difficulties at some point. It's like, why do I have the echo? Why can't I see you, but you can see me? Why can I go live, but you can't go live? Why can I go live on Instagram with you, but not on my own? You know?
Oh, damn. That's crazy.
But hey, really quick, hey, what's up, Roger? Hey, everyone, just want to say hello. Thanks for joining us. It's John from Crazy Green with Cigars. We got Hugo from Hugo Smokes. We got an awesome little agenda plan. We're gonna do a live. We're gonna chill. We're gonna have a good time. But thanks for joining us. We're gonna start lighting up some cigars here. But Hugo, I'll turn it over to you, man.
Hey, I want to send a shout out to all the homies that we talked to here on Instagram. Thanks for joining us today. I know it's football Sunday and everybody's busy, but you know, just put us on the background, on the back burner.
Yeah, I think the game starts at 6:30.
The second game?
Yeah, the second game.
Well,
the Bills game.
The first game's still running. It's 23-31. Detroit's up. Did you figure out what cigar you're gonna smoke?
Yeah, I did. So the people chose, and I think it's actually perfect for the cold weather. It's the Poshtani War Bear. So that's what I'll be smoking tonight, so I'm excited.
Oh.
This is almost a little bit of a newer brand, a little more boutique that emphasizes Polish culture. So I'm Polish, half Polish,
man.
so I'm excited to have this cigar.
That's dope. All right, I'm gonna have you choose my cigar, actually, John,
Okay,
if you don't mind.
not at all, man. Let's see what you got.
I got some. What are they called? Just regular band cigars, not like
Ooh.
not
What's the one all the
nothing-
way on? What's the one all the way on the? I guess your left with the guy the face that one. Yeah, what's that?
This is the Bolivar Cofriada.
I say you go for the Bolivar because I actually just picked up a few of the Cuban ones when I was on my vacation. So,
Ooh.
oh yeah.
I actually like this stick. I have a few of them.
So, do you use a straight or a V-cut?
It depends. Hold on, let me get my ashtray. Preferably, if I don't know the cigar, I'll go with the straight cut just because I think that the draw is a lot better.
Yeah.
But if I know a cigar, and especially like on a torpedo or something like that, I like using the V-cuts.
Gotcha.
Just because
I think I just screwed
for
up.
aesthetics.
I just did a straight cut on this, and I think I might have screwed it up. The wrapper was unraveled, unfortunately. Damn it. I was excited for this one, too. I think I have one more of them up in my humidor that I could go grab.
Was that the first time smoking that one?
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a shot and see what happens. Also, I think on Instagram, put your volume all the way down if you can.
Okay.
So we don't get that echo.
Oh yeah, it was all the way up.
No, right. Wait, Hugo, are you in a tent? Where's the horses? I don't see any horses right now.
Oh yeah, I set it up because I covered my background because it was supposed to be raining.
Oh, that's right.
But yeah, people are not out anyways. There's just because if there's a lot of people that have their horses here, they don't live here.
Oh, interesting.
So they come in, they just board their horses in the houses around here, and they come like after work in the afternoon and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so because it was rain forecasted, I'm sure people decided to stay home and watch football.
Oh yeah. And also, just a big apology to anyone who is coming here for horse content. There will be no horses today, so I'm sorry. On behalf of Hugo, I'm sorry, guys. No horse content today.
I know. Go to my YouTube's go to my videos for that.
So I got a nice little setup in here. I actually got a heater. I also got a air purifier. I have a fan on outside to get some air flowing, and this tent has a vent, so I think it's a legit setup. My wife told me I was unhinged, but I'm impressed with myself. So
nice. Did you go pick that up somewhere, or did you have it like delivered to your house?
Amazon. So it was supposed to get. I had a moment of oh crap, because like I said, it's like 26 degrees here, and yesterday I get the notification. It was supposed to be delivered yesterday, and I got the notification your delivery is delayed. I'm like, oh shit! Like I'm gonna have to do this thing in the garage in the cold, like freezing in the cold. So I'm got the notification this morning that it was gonna ship and get here today. So I was hoping it got here before 6. Clearly it did. Spent an hour setting it up. So I'm happy. I'm nice and warm and toasty, man.
Yeah, it's amazing how those tents, because it's like a regular camping tent, right? But it's just
huge. It's actually, I think this one's made for ice fishing specifically.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
It has the open bottom or whatever?
Yeah, open bottom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it's not the thicker ones that these guys have, right? Like the cloth thickness one. It's just like the what is it?
Right. No, so it has some sort of protection because it's pretty warm in here. But I'm also in my garage, so that's another layer of protection around it. So it actually is working out perfectly fine.
I think did I not send you one of these? Did I send you one?
I think you did.
Yeah, I think I might have sent you one
And
because
I got something coming your way this week. I got a little nice little package for you, brother.
oh cool man, I appreciate that. You don't have
No
to.
worries. How are the initial puffs so far on yours?
Dude, I love this cigar and it's like look at it's like ready, it's
Oh yeah.
boxed right. I think it's like at 59.60.
Okay.
I like it. I hope I sent you one because I want you to try it.
I'm pretty sure you did, and I got a whole bunch of cigars to get to. So if I don't smoke it right away, don't it's just. Um, I think that's one of the topics we're going to talk about is how often we smoke cigars.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I'll let you run through the agenda. You came up with it. My wife is poking in. She just got home saying hello. She's laughing at me. So yep.
All right.
She's
Yeah.
just jealous. She's just jealous she doesn't have a little tent to hang out in and smoke cigars.
Hey, get her one. She can be on the other side.
Yeah, right. Get
And
one
the other car space.
Exactly.
So I guess first let's just say how we ended up like being friends.
Yeah.
Just social media, IG, right? IG. Because
Yeah. So I actually looked back at when we started talking, and it was like right before Thanksgiving. It was like in November, and I forget.
Right.
I looked and I just what we reached out about. I think one of us commented on something, and then the conversation just kind of started, and we kept it flowing and kept it going. And obviously, we came up with the idea like right before Christmas. Hey, let's do a live. And obviously, I was away and whatnot, but yeah, we've kind of been I would say pretty consistently talking since November, and just checking in. I think it was you were at Disney with your family, or you were somewhere with your Universal with your family, and I
Universal.
talked to you about like what are you smoking cigars? Like I'm with the family and whatnot. But so I think that's how it started, if I remember correctly.
Exactly. Yeah. So social media brought us together as just as it's brought other friendships together in the cigar community. It's it's very I think that's like the most rewarding part of this culture, and because it's just it's becoming more known and spread out. Sometimes if you bring up the topic at a gathering, you'll be surprised at the number of people that actually are into cigars. Like
Oh
people
yeah.
that right. It's happened to me. It's like you talk about cigars. Oh, you smoke cigars? Oh yeah, blah blah blah.
But
And
it's
then it
also
goes
one of
from
those
there.
things that people aren't always open about it. It's not until, like you said, until you mention I smoke cigars, and then someone's ears perk up, and be like. So I remember when I was on the cruise, I went to one of the bars, and this guy was just sitting there with a cigar in the cellophane, and I'm like, well, he's got to be into cigars, and started talking, and me and him became friends for the rest of the cruise. But it's not one of those things openly going out and like I smoke cigars. Just you're into cigars. So I completely know what you mean.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So it's it's good. It's awesome. Now with the media, you can reach out as far as imagination, right? You can
Oh yeah.
reach out to people across the world and all these groups that we're in. It's just a collaboration and what I like about it is like there's no hate. It's like, hey dude, you try to stick. There's so many sticks out there and brands and whatnot, and it's just amazing that it's awesome that you can send out cigars to somebody and just hey try it, let me know how you like it. It's because one cigar for you is not going to taste the same as for me. You're eating it different,
And
right?
I think everyone understands it's all subjective. It's subjective to my palate, subjective to your palate. I know some of the cigars I had on my top list. I know like Matt at Cigar and Hound Dog hated, but particularly the Cohiba Riviera, which many people have messaged me and said, "Why is that on your list?" Well, I personally
You
like
like
that,
it, yeah.
but it's not. You're right. In other social media, so I'll be honest. So I don't use personal social media that much. For me, social media for cigars, it's a niche community that is positivity, it's friendship, brothers of the leaf, sisters of the leaf. It's a real thing. I've made some really, and I'm sure you have, you're one of them, made some really good friends through this community. But you're right, it's not about hate. It's about, hey, did you try this? Hey, can you pick this up for me? Or, oh man, you saw that, and we get each other excited about different cigars,
Right.
different things, and it's not like other social media communities, which I honestly despise, where it's just hate.
Yeah, it's crazy because remember how I sent you that message because you wanted to try out the seasons for the AVOs,
Yeah.
and I was like, dude, let's go Happers on the box. But I'm like, and then where you live? Oh, I'm over here way in Virginia. Then it's like, oh, somebody's gonna order it, and then you gotta ship the rest.
Right.
Which is still, it would be cool, like, but things like that, like, I wouldn't mind doing it for for a fellow.
Absolutely, and I think I offered it to you, and I've offered it to Roger because I know you guys pay up the freaking wazoo for taxes. But I've offered both you guys, if there's ever a stick or something you want, let me know, and I 6% tobacco tax where I live, so I know that's like nothing compared to you guys. So if there's ever anything you guys want, let me know, and I'll absolutely send it out to you guys. 40%, that's crazy, man. Because like a normal purchase for you is going to be almost half more.
Yeah, it's almost 50%, dude. Because like I mentioned, that one membership is $20, but 30 with everything. So 10 is taxes. So it's like, ugh.
I want to respond to one of the comments. I think it was Felipe from Cigar Society said no horses, so he's leaving. So I think he's probably still in the chat. I don't think he's actually left. But
right.
But yes. So social media and Instagram brought us together, and then I'm excited to collaborate with you. It's been something in the works, and you're actually this is my first live session of 2024. So I'm getting back into the swing of things. Got some things lined up. So kind of took a little break there for the holidays and whatnot. But I'm excited for you to be my first live of the year.
Cool. Yeah, it's my first live ever.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, go popping your cherry then.
Damn, cherry popping.
What's interesting? Roger and I were actually Roger from Working Man Cigars. Anyone listening? I think it's all of our close friends in here anyway. But we were talking, having this discussion. Pushing out content gets tiring. Making videos and editing. Sometimes I prefer to, just because of my schedule and whatnot. I prefer the live. It's much more natural. It's not like taking different takes. Whatever I say here, if I mess it up, that's what it is. It's just for me, it's a lot more relaxing. But also, I don't really go to cigar lounges, so for me, this is my chance to interact with my friends that I've made.
Yeah. All right, so let's do you have the itinerary there, or
Do I have a what?
do you have our itinerary?
Oh yeah. Let me pull it up right here. Yeah.
So I think we should go. We'll do like 1, 2, 3, up to like fun fact, and then I'll go. Well, if you want to go first, and then we can switch off, and then.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good. All right. So for everyone that doesn't know, I'm John from Crazy Gringo Cigars. I'm 32 years old. My profession, I've been very open about this. I'm a lieutenant commander in the United States Coast Guard. I'm active duty military. I'll hit my 10 years active duty in May. It's going to be my career. If you guys have any questions about what I've done in the Coast Guard, feel free to ask. I'm an open book when it comes to that stuff. It's been an amazing journey, an amazing adventure so far. So very excited to share anything you want to know about the Coast Guard. Current place of residency, like every other most military or government officials, at one point in their career, they end up in Washington, D.C. So I've been right outside of Washington, D.C. in Alexandria. Family, it's just me, my wife, and our dog, and we have a bearded dragon, actually. But originally, I'm from New Jersey. I'm an only child. Love my parents, very close to both my parents. My wife and I have been married we're going to get 5 years, married almost 2 years. So going strong there. Still, we're out of the honeymoon phase, so life is real now. Let's see. Fun facts about me. I've been stationed in Puerto Rico and the Bahamas. Those are actually my first 2 assignments out of the Coast Guard Academy. So I lived the island life for 4 years. Funny enough, I smoked cigars, but I really wasn't into cigars. I think there's a difference. Sometimes you casually smoke cigars, and I bought cigars from like Cigars International. I had them, but it's only within the past year that I've really dove into the hobby to really understand what am I smoking, what draws me to this brand, the history behind the brands, the history of how those families of Cuba. I think there's a huge difference between smoking cigar and then getting into the hobby itself. Grew up surfing in New Jersey. Have a black belt in Taekwondo. That's from a long time ago. Let's see. Used to collect swords. I used to have a sword collection.
That's cool.
Yeah. I didn't tell many people that. I don't think I told my wife until we were married. So, but that's it for me, I think.
All right, cool. So I'm Hugo from Hugo Smokes. Um, 41 years old. I'm a civil engineer employed by the Los Angeles County Public Works. Mm, I've been there. I think it's going to be 2 years in April.
Awesome.
But before that, I worked for a private firm for 8 years doing geotechnical engineering. Um, I have a master's degree in civil engineering from Cal Poly Pomona University. Go Broncos! Yeah, so currently, obviously, I'm over here in LA County. I actually live in LA County. That's why there's horses here, because it's an unincorporated area of Los Angeles
Can you
County.
tell us what that is? Because I had to look it up because I've never heard of that. So do you mind explaining that for a little bit?
So unincorporated means it's county area. So it's not like a city. So it's not like, so let's say there's like, let's say La Puente next to me, Baldwin Park, West Covina. Those are cities, but they're also part of Los Angeles County. But they incorporated themselves to a city jurisdiction. So they
Okay.
have like their own government, their own local government and stuff like that. So I'm part of the county. Just like
Got it.
how there's like BLM land, like state land, federal land.
Yeah, yeah.
That's federal land. So I live in the county. So if you ever need to get like permits or like you pay your water to like you go to the county.
Got it. So no town, no municipality, essentially.
Mm-mm. So my family's from Mexico originally, from Michoacan. If anybody knows those areas, they're not that nice right now. There's a lot of stuff going on. But my mom brought me over here real young. I was like about a year and a half.
Okay.
So I have like no recollection of me being in Mexico. So all my culture is actually I have a lot of Mexican culture that I still like dress with boots and stuff like that. Obviously, I like horses, but I'm fluent in English because I've been here since preschool.
Right. How often
Yeah.
do you get to go back to Mexico? Mexico.
Like I said, I can't. I personally can't go back to where we're actually from, because in order for me to go to that area, I need to locate my immediate family, which I haven't seen or talked to in, I would say, at least 10 years, 10, 15 years.
Gotcha. Is that because of the drug and cartel violence, I'm assuming?
Yeah, they have like barricades in the roads. So especially that town where I'm from, where I was born, it's like it's a key point. So
Gotcha.
but I can go to like the capital of that state, and then like other touristic, there's other touristy like areas. That's fine, but just not that town until I have somebody that I know that lives there.
Gotcha. But
yeah,
I've been to Mexico a few times. My primarily the Riviera, Mexican Riviera on the Pacific coast, and then lots of time in the Yucatan, which is gorgeous.
Yeah, the Mexican Riviera, Puerto Vallarta and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And then my wife and I, we did our honeymoon in Playa del Carmen.
So, oh, nice.
Yeah, it was amazing. We did. We got to go see Ichichan, the Mayan Mayan temple. We swam in cenotes. It was Mexico. Mexico continuously blows me away. It's so gorgeous and so pretty. It sucks. It sucks what's going on, basically it sucks what's going on in Mexico and South. It's really rough right now. It's just, don't wish that on anyone.
Yeah, unfortunately, but it is what it is. It's part of the world, and we just have to adapt to it.
So are you a traditional engineer? Like, are you a stereotypical engineer? Like everything, very numbers based, very logical and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. In fact, I annoy my family because they always say like I'm so structured, and I'm like, hey, that's just the way I am. Like before I even purchase something, I have to like research the fuck out of it, and then like it's just. But I've been like that since I was a kid. Like I've been very like, by the book. I've had like I put myself like goals and timelines and stuff like that, and I do it.
Well, I'm the same. I'm the same way too, man. I was a political scientist in college. So my degree is in my bachelor's is in government, and my master's is in international relations, and then strategic intelligence. So I'm much more theory based. So
Okay.
yeah, but I'm in the military, so by nature I'm structured, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have to be.
exactly.
Shoot. Or else you wouldn't have made it this far.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so let's see a couple of fun facts about me. Well, obviously, like I actually do like horses and I do ride. I haven't rode like in a while, just because of, life. But occasionally, I mean, there's still I still have a lot of friends, that have horses around here.
Yep.
So anytime I want to go ride a horse, I can go ride a horse. And
That's pretty
obviously
cool.
I have all my gear. I have spurs. I have half chaps. Got the hat. In fact, a couple of my I for 2024, it's a later topic, but I got things coming. I got.
Yeah, you meant. I think I mentioned them. Like, I think I sent you a message like, "Hey, man, you're getting a lot of horse requests. You got to do an interview with a horse, or that would be fantastic."
And you know what? That like my background is just because I live in a house, right? And then there's like a porch. You want to call it like an open porch.
Okay.
It's and I have like a TV on one side, and then this is where we hang out. When family comes over, friends come over, they want to smoke a cigar. It's open space. So what I was trying to do originally was a green screen, but I was too lazy to set up this green
Right.
screen and then like put a filter behind it and blah blah blah. Like you said, it's a lot of work. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, setting up this tent was a lot of. Yeah, it's going through the process of getting set up, getting the light set up, getting the doing the sound check and everything. But really quick, don't mean to interrupt. I'm smoking the cigar way too quickly. Like I said, the wrapper screwed up, so I'm probably gonna be switching cigars here pretty soon. Really nice cigar. It's a smaller cigar too. I think that's probably like a 46 ring gauge. So
Oh yeah, it is.
So it's smoking pretty quickly. So I'm probably gonna switch to another one here. But how's your cigar? You've had it before, but is it the same experience that you've had with that cigar, or is it different?
Because it's my second time. Boy, hold on. My sister said, "Thank you for your service." By the way,
Oh,
she's on the live right now.
It's an honor. It's an honor. That's always this sidebar. That's always a interesting comment. Love the support for the military and the troops and whatnot. But for those of us that serve, it's what we do. It's the life we chose.
Awesome. Oh yeah, dude.
It's always awkward to respond when someone says thank you for your service, because in our mindset it's like we're just doing our job. We're just doing what we're supposed to do. But my response, and I say it's a pleasure and it's an honor. I truly believe there's no greater country on the face of the planet. If I didn't believe that, I wouldn't be in the military. So.
Hey, Keelan joined. What's up, Keelan?
Yeah, what's up, everyone? Who's Matt in the morning or Matt in the morning?
Matt in the morning. He's from the Shadow Smokers.
Oh, the Legion thing that Roger.
He's in the Legion.
Gotcha. Well, thanks for joining us, Matt, man.
Oh yeah, so my background. So I just set up my camera here, and then I shot this way because the best kind of lighting is natural lighting, right?
Right.
So it's always sunny. I always shoot like around 2 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So the sun's nice, So I shot the first video and I liked the way it looked, so I kept it like that. But got people in the back. They bring their horses out. There's a horse park next door. All my neighbors have horses, obviously. So around the time that I set up to do my recordings for my reviews, people go train their horses at the park.
Gotcha. So for my setup, I would much rather be smoking outside. We have a deck, and then underneath we have a patio. We have a fire pit out there, a heater. That's where I have my smokers for smoking meats and whatnot. But when it's just cold outside, I kind of have to go to the garage. And also the Wi-Fi is actually better in here than it is out there. And I think one of the first times I went live, it was cutting in and out like crazy. So that's why I've kind of done the garage studio, the carport studio, if you will.
Yeah, it's good because I personally can't smoke a cigar when I'm cold. If my body's cold, even if the cigar doesn't have a lot of nicotine, it's just if it's a little bit, it just gets to me, and I get like too much nicotine, and I don't like it.
For me, I don't mind smoking. I guess I'm used to it being from the Northeast, and being in this area, I'm used to smoking cigars in the cold because it's either I don't smoke it, right? If it's so I got to get used to it. But I'm always worried about. I think this is a good topic of discussion. I'm always worried about ruining a good cigar in the cold. You know?
Yeah, because of the moisture, the humidity,
exactly.
and that's another thing. That but yeah, so going back to my fun fact, so I like horses. Um, I also like I'm really into guns. I own a few guns here in California, legit. Yeah, I like guns. I like traveling. Actually, I started traveling a lot more now with my current relationship.
Okay.
She's traveled a lot more than me. Before we met, and when we got together, like we already had like 2 or 3 trips. And we plan on having a lot more. But yeah, it's fun. Before I would uh I wouldn't really travel. Like I did travel with some of my friends to like Guadalajara and stuff like that. To go hang out, to see soccer games, stuff like that. But with her, it's more like it's gonna be more like exploring. So we got things lined up like that.
What's been the coolest trip you guys have taken? How long have you guys been together, and what's been the coolest trip you guys have taken?
The coolest thing.
No, yeah,
the coolest place. Because we've been to Guanajuato. We mainly traveled to Mexico. We've been to Guanajuato, Jalisco, and then we went to Puerto Vallarta as well.
But Mexico is huge. I mean, there's so many places to travel within Mexico itself. I mean,
yeah. So the Guanajuato trip was more like how should I say this? More like for me at least, it was more of an experience, like learning experience, because there's so much culture, there's so much history in Guanajuato, and I'm like a sucker for that. Like I like the history, like and then like it's really where some of the places we went to, it's like hillside. So Guanajuato City it's built in a valley.
Okay.
So I don't know if you've seen, maybe some people have seen that they're here on the live. It's all the houses are constructed like on top of each other. It just looks, it looks like they're on top of each other, but it's like on the slope, on the hillside.
Gotcha.
Right.
So you said you're big into history. Is that one of the things that attracted you to like the cigar community? Because there's so much rich history. I mean, there's so much to research and learn about cigars. Are you interested in that stuff?
Exactly. Yeah. So I even got a book. It's like a cigar history stuff.
What book?
I don't have it with me, but it says the history of cigars.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. Yeah. It's like from like when from like the roots, and how they cultivate the leaves and all that stuff. So I'm gonna start reading that. I just got it actually.
And from for me too, I've been out of school. I finished my master's, I think 2 or 3 years ago. So I've been kind of wanting something to learn about, right? And so for me, once I got like really into cigars in last year, I was like, oh my God, there's so much content, video content, there's so much stuff to read. And it was like almost getting an education. And obviously I'm not getting a degree or anything in it, but it's almost like a mini education. And I'm of the mindset that you can never stop learning, right? Knowledge is power. And so there's just so much to learn about. And it's how each cigar is so different, how each country is so different. Tobacco seeds are so different, how those families left Cuba. And, so I've just embraced it. And I read and research cigars a lot. That's
cool, man. I mean, because you want to know what you're smoking, right? You want to know what you're putting in your mouth.
Exactly. And to that end, well, actually, I think we'll get into it for 2024 goals and whatnot.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on your cigar so far?
This cigar is very smooth. The retrohale is like super smooth. Like I literally retrohale every puff, and then that's just something that because I used to smoke cigarettes when I was like teens.
Yep.
But I haven't smoked cigarettes in like 20 years. So it's just something that's like very natural to me. Unless it's like a really harsh cigar, then I remember I'm like, oh, don't retrohale, like, or not that much,
So funny story. I didn't know how to retrohale so I would practice. I would practice. I would close my, and I was like trying so hard, nothing was coming out. And then one day, just subconsciously, it just happened. I'm like, oh, that's a retrohale. and you get so much more from the cigar when you're able to retro.
Oh yeah,
because it's all in the nose, right?
yeah. So this cigar is kind of floral, and like kind of herbal, floral herbal. You know, there's a little bit of bitterness, like almost like Connecticut. You know how some Connecticut's are kind of bitter.
Yep.
But not as bitter. So it's a really good, like I would say, like a weekly cigar, not a daily cigar, like a weekly cigar.
Gotcha.
Because the way and Roger working at Cigars, you know, he's like, hey dude, you're like a legacy brand smoker, huh? And I'm like, well, you know, it's like those are like the brands that, like, you know, that you, I guess, start off with because everybody knows them. But yeah, dude, there's like legacy bands that are like fucking awesome. You know, I have like smokes from you know, like Don Rafael. Those are like $2 sticks, dude. If you box dry those sticks, they smoke like a goddamn $25 stick. It's amazing. And it's like, you know, you enjoy it, and it's like for, you know, for doing yard work out here or whatnot, they're perfect, you know.
I've been talking. I talk a lot to Sean from Smoking Sounds Pod. Him and his friend Justin do a podcast. I'm actually going to be on it in February. But he's been sending me, I think, twice this week. Like, he's like, I had the best $5 stick. I had the best $6 stick, and I think that's, you know, you don't need to spend a lot of money to get a really good smoke by any means at all. You know?
I mean, it's nice to have, you know, the Arturo Fuente Opus X, you know, the Amazon Basins. It's cool to have those, but for me, those cigars, I'm not gonna like, I would smoke that right now. And these I just picked because they were in my dry box. It blew my head to throw some nice sticks in my in my dry box. And then I was like, oh shoot, dude, I'm gonna have to just because I really hate just like getting fresh sticks, dude. Like it just ruins the experience. Like now that I have, like, you know, all these sticks under my belt, it just ruins the experience, and I don't like it no more.
No, I know exactly what you mean. So last week, actually, I had a Friday. I had the afternoon off on Friday, so I went on a little cigar lounge adventure. I don't like going to cigar lounges because I have my own stick to smoke, and to go to a cigar lounge, you have to spend more money. You know? But I had My Father to Judge, which I know Roger loves that stick.
Yeah, he does.
The second I got it, I went with a couple of buddies. The second I got it, it was so spongy, man. It just didn't smoke right. I didn't enjoy it, and I'd much rather bring my own sticks where I know I've left it out of the humidor for a couple of days, I've dry boxed it, or, you know, I keep it at the humidity that I want it. So, you know,
I'll give you a heads up for lounge. If they have house blends, get the house blend. So because because those, they usually have them there for a minute. You know, they have them for a while. So those are gonna be like pretty close to smoking conditions. Because
and that's actually one thing I started doing last year. Any lounge or any cigar shop I've gone to, the first question I ask, where are your house blends? I want your house blends. And so what I'm going to try to do for this year, I'm making a concerted effort to try to smoke more boutique cigars, more house blend cigars. You know, I want to try to get away from them. Last year was kind of the mainstream for me, you know, as I got really into the hobby. But now I want to try to go to the boutique and the house blends. And also, when you get those house blends, like you said, the cellophane is yellow. Like, some of them have been sitting there for years. Yeah,
dude, it's amazing. It's like, what the heck? So yeah, dude. So other than traveling, I also like I consider myself a great cook, and, you know, my family says I'm a great cook. So I usually cook for all my family parties. I always cook. I like cooking in bulk, and that I get that from my mom, because, you know, we weren't like a very numerous family. I have 3 siblings. It's 4 including myself. But my mom, for some reason, dude, she always cooked like if she was gonna feed a whole army, and and it's like, and I guess that kind of stuck in my head, you know, like
that's the only way to cook. You have to cook for a lot of people.
Yeah, dude. Even my girlfriend now, she's like, "Why do you make so much? Why do you make so much?" I'm like, "Oh, we could just save it and eat it, you know, later, like whatever." And she's like, "No, it's just 2 of us." And well, sometimes my daughter, you know.
So I'm laughing because my wife is Cuban, and it's Latino culture, right? So Latinos just cook for freaking everyone. You know, feed the neighborhood. My wife and her mom They are amazing cooks. I love to cook as well. I'm gonna ask you what your favorite dish is next, but they don't know how to portion control. Like my wife, it's just me and my wife. She'll make us food it's for like 7, 8 people. I'm like, why are you making all this food? But she doesn't know how to make food for less. She doesn't know how. It's the only way to do it is just huge portions, you know?
Yeah.
So what's your favorite dish to cook?
Special occasion or just like regular?
Both.
So regular, it's kind of like a stir fry, I would say.
Okay.
But but it's kind of like it's not dry like a stir fry. It's got like a little bit of what do you call it, broth?
Okay.
So a steak, chopped up steak, and then obviously like tomato, onions, chopped chilies, and I like putting potatoes in there.
Yeah, it sounds like lomo saltado, your version of
kind of like lomo saltado, exactly. But I don't use the ingredients that the Peruvian use because I don't know what they are.
I've tried to make lomo at home, and I'm just going to go down the street to the Peruvian restaurant and get it because I can't. I've tried. So what's your special occasion dish?
So for special occasions, I made a birria. You know birria?
No.
Like the it's well originally it's goat meat, but you can do it with beef as well.
Okay.
The chuck steak, like big pieces, and then you cook it in a red chili broth, and it's like slow cook. It's like slow cooked, and then well, what I do is I put like bones in there, like feet bones, because you get from the marrow, you get like a bunch of flavor.
Gotcha.
So that's like a typical like a party dish in the Mexican culture. Like you get birria, rice and beans, and like a macaroni salad or a potato salad, egg salad. Like
hey, if the cigar thing doesn't work out, you have a booming horse content channel, and you can do a cooking channel as well.
Yeah, dude. I also cook pozole. Have you heard of pozole? Like pork stew with the hominy.
Oh yeah.
The pork stew with the hominy and all the fixings, and then menudo, which is the tripe.
Gotcha.
The beef. That one's beef.
I would say so. My wife and I, we split the cooking. We're both very good cooks in our own right. We do very different things, which is nice because we were good at the same thing. We just be eating the same thing over and over again. But I love one of the things I do on the side. I do hibachi. So my wife got me a griddle, and I've actually hosted parties for my friends of like 12 people making hibachi and stuff. I love Asian cuisine in general. So stir fries, hibachi, but also I love chicken marsala, Italian dishes. So I would say I'm really in the Italian and the Asian food, where my wife is Cuban and Italian food.
But you guys cook it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Your wife is Cuban, you said, right?
Yeah. So she is from South Florida. She is Cuban. Her mom came over on one of the Peter Pan flights way back when. So her mom, my wife is considered first generation. I'm first generation American because my dad came over here from Peru. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Peru and Cuba. Actually, you know what? We're thinking of going to Machu Picchu.
Oh, that would be awesome. My mom has a trip scheduled to go, I think in April or May. She's going to go to Machu Picchu and everything. She was supposed to go last year, but civil unrest in Peru, so the trip got pushed back. I would love to go to Peru. I'd love to go to Poland, just to see where I'm from, see how I came to be,
Yeah, dude, that's one of the places that's going to be like our big trip this year. Hopefully that's like the plan. So
do you like Peruvian cuisine?
Yeah.
So I love Peruvian food because it's Asian. It's sort of Asian kind of like a roast chaufa. I love mi anticuchos. I just Peruvian food to me it's comfort food.
Yeah, it's good.
Man, all right. So I'm gonna have to turn over because I don't know if you can see that, but the camera's right there. But it's starting the wrapper. So this was I enjoyed this. I don't know if I screwed it up or I don't know what happened here. Really smooth cigar, really good on the retro hill. I wish I could have actually enjoyed it fully, but I think I'm going to have to call it quits on this one and light up another one.
Yeah, go ahead. Do you have it here or do you need to go get it?
No, I got all my stuff. Hugo, I got everything I need in this tent, man.
You're like Peter, dude. He has like a home away from home right there.
So I reached out to Peter. I'm like, hey man, what tent do you have? Thinking it's gonna be like $100, $150.
Hell no.
He sends me a $575 tent. I'm like, well, I don't know if I need quite that expensive a tent. So I settled with what I have now. But I'm actually nice and warm in here. This is great, man. I'm actually enjoying this. All right. So since I chose your cigar, why don't you choose my second cigar? So I think I know what you're gonna want me to smoke.
If it's a traficante, just light it up right away.
Yeah, that's the one. Yep. No need to ask. So and I love the conversation we had today because I laughed because being in the Coast Guard and doing what I do, I had to make sure that these cigars weren't made by the cartels, right?
Oh yeah, dude.
So I reached out immediately. I'm like, hey, I'm John. I'm active duty military. Can you tell me a little more about your brand? And then it turns out that they were in law enforcement and they were on a lot of counter drug task force that spent a lot of time on the southern border and whatnot. And so they got the inspiration for their cigars from what they saw in their fight against the cartels. So
did they work for a three-letter agency?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Actually, no. They were state police officers.
Oh, state police. Oh, yeah.
State police assigned to certain task force. But so I was immediately drawn to it for that reason. But all right, so I'm smoking Traficante, not made by cartels, made by law enforcement that battle cartels. Just want to make that very clear to all of the viewers out there. Not supporting the cartels.
Yeah, that when I did the cigar page on Instagram, they were one of the first cigar brands to request me to start following me, and I was looking through their portfolio, dude. Like, and it's trippy because all their cigars are named after
Mexican cartels.
Characters from and then I'm like, okay, interesting.
So just off the cold draw, I'm getting nice. This is an interesting cigar. I'm getting sweet off this. So look at that though. Two different. There we go. There's see that?
Oh, two different wrapper leaves.
Yeah. I'll show that.
So is that like a Habano in Connecticut, or I can't really?
Yeah, it might be borderline Candela. How light it is. I think it's probably more likely Connecticut, but I'm excited. I'm gonna try to smoke this one a little slower.
And the first one you were smoking, what was that?
That was the Poshtani. I'm probably saying Poshtani Warbear.
And you got that from online or
online? Yeah. Actually, no. Shout out to Brett from Tobaccology. He owns 3 or 4 cigar shops in the area, and he hooked me up with an awesome sampler of their cigars.
That's dope, bro.
Oh, come on.
Need some propane? I mean, some butane?
No, I filled it up. I think it's because it's cold. The lighter gets cold.
Oh yeah.
So far, so this is your first live. So far, what do you like? You like the format or?
Because I mean, once we figured it out. So another fun fact about me is that I'm really into live audio.
Okay.
So I used to be a DJ before. Back when I was going to community college. That's how I mainly supported myself, just DJ gigs and like little side jobs here and there, because I also know how to do framing.
So, funny story about Traficantes and the cartels. We actually, at our wedding, my wife and I, we came into the reception to Narcos by Tommy Trumpet.
Really?
You know that song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had everyone. We were like going like this. We had the whole crowd going.
Yeah. That's cool, bro. Yeah, so I'm into live sound. Like I can pretty much. I used to set up after I gave up the DJ gig thing. Mm-hmm. I used to set up live sound for like bands. So I have all the mics. I have all the amps. I have it's like a big sound reinforcement gear that I have.
Gotcha.
So the whole editing video and stuff like that, it really captures my attention.
So here's a fun fact about me. If I had not gone the military route, I was probably going to major in film. I loved film and cinematography. I loved making movies as a kid. I liked writing scripts and whatnot. So I've kind of been missing that creative outlet since I joined the military. So that's why I kind of went to the cigar Instagram route. For me, it's a creative outlet, you know?
Hell yeah, dude. That's nice. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun messing with other videos. I've learned so much. You know, I do everything on my phone. So,
Gotcha.
well, actually, I used to do everything on my phone. Now I do the last editing part on my computer. But the reason why I'm pretty consistent with my schedule of putting out content.
Yeah, you've been pumping out a lot of content, man. It's picked up tremendously.
Is because I it's in the palm of my hands, because and this is like a a thing that my girlfriend sometimes, we're somewhere and it's, kill time. What I do, I go and do, I'm cutting and editing on iMovie. She's like, put that thing away, we're spending family time or whatever. And I do. You guys are talking about something that doesn't interest me, like.
So I have a confession, actually. So I know you just recently hit 100 subscribers on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I sent you like a congrats. I went over to YouTube. I was not subscribed to you.
Oh damn, bro.
So oh shit. I was like, damn it. I thought I was, but I wasn't. So I apologize.
No wonder I have 101 now. I was like, who added me?
I'm that 101. I'm the 101.
No, actually, I think I'm on like 105 now. Nah.
Nice. No, it's cool to hit milestones like that, right?
Yeah, and honestly, I'm not doing it, for like to get famous or nothing. Like, it's funny because that's the first thing that people say, like, why are you trying to be famous? Why are you trying to do this? It's like, dude, like, I've been at it for like going on 3 months, and it's like I just met so much people already. Like, we've exchanged all these things, all these, personal interests, and it's so much fun. It's a really nice hobby. If you get monetized later down the road, like, it's gonna be like years, bro. It's like that's something that's not even crossing my mind. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just like, I'm into the hobby. I like recording. I like audio equipment. I like, video equipment. Why not do it? If I have the time, it's like, if I'm not doing this, I'm just gonna be sitting on my ass in the couch after dinner, and then like doing nothing.
Absolutely, man. And it's I think that's true for a lot of people. A lot of the friends that we have made, we're not doing this to get famous or anything. We're doing this because we truly enjoy doing this kind of stuff, making friends, making connections, meeting people, smoking different cigars. It's not, I know I just hit 1,000 followers. In my wildest dreams, I never thought that would happen. But I'm not doing it for that. I do it because for me, it's a creative outlet, and I enjoy doing it. I was smoking cigars. I'm like, I can do something with this. Like, I could have my own fun with this. So I might as well,
Yeah. So it's cool. So the last fun fact I'm going to share with you guys is I like working out. So that's something that Roger, he's like, hey, Hugo's ripped, dude. Like his comment, like he's always saying like Hugo's ripped. Like, nah, I just go because, I used to be really into it, like, let's say like 10, 12 years ago. I was really, trying to get yoked up and all this stuff. But like, yeah, but there comes a point where like that it just that slows down your metabolism because you're just like too like and now I'm just trying to cut and just be healthy. Like I just go for my mental awareness that just go to I'm doing more cardio now. I still do weights, but it's more like low weight high reps. I used to do CrossFit for a while. And I really like the workouts.
You were part of the CrossFit cult?
Mm-hmm.
Really quickly, I want to give a shout out to Smoking Sounds. What's up, Justin? What's up, Sean? Thanks for joining. Appreciate you guys being here. Yeah, my wife and I, we have Tonal, which is like the wall electronic weight. It's basically mounted against the wall, and it's a full gym, comes with full workouts and whatnot. So that's really what I've been doing, really since COVID, really. Because COVID going to the gym was kind of a hassle and a concern. So for me, I've learned that at the end of the day, when I come home, I would much rather just work out on my own in the comfort of my own house and do my own thing. I personally sometimes get intimidated in gyms.
Oh, okay.
So I prefer working out.
Is that like I don't know if you remember like Nordic Track?
Yeah, it's very similar. It's like you ever seen like the mirror?
The what? I'm sorry.
Like the mirror.
Mm-mm. Is that a movie or?
No, it's a workout machine that gets mounted on the wall.
Oh no.
That's what it kind of is. It's I love it. For me, it's been a great way to work out.
I like grabbing dumbbells and barbells and getting calluses on my hands. Yeah.
But hey, really quickly, anyone in the comments, thank you guys so much for joining us. Once again, Hugo and John here live, just enjoying some cigars on this Sunday night. Thanks for joining us. Hugo, thanks for jumping on at 3 p.m. I know that, but it sounds like that's when you do most of your filming anyway. So it sounds like it worked out just fine.
Yeah. I know, and my girl, she's big into football. I watch football just because she wants to watch football.
Gotcha.
So she's like, it's perfect. You're gonna do your live. I'm watching the game. Like her team's out already, and I don't want to say what her team is because I'm gonna get like all this trash talking.
I'll tell you my team if you tell me her team. I guarantee my team is worse. I'm a New York Jets fan. So it's just been almost a decade of just pure and constant struggle. It's been a rough 10 years.
Yeah, she's a Dallas Cowboys.
They were supposed to go far too.
Yeah, man, this Green Bay just shut them down. She was so mad. She's like, "Don't look at me. Don't talk to me."
I remember when I was watching the first Jets game of the season, and obviously Aaron Rodgers got injured really quickly. We're sitting on the couch watching TV. Aaron Rodgers, the injury happens. My wife just looks over to me and goes, "Are you okay?" And I go, "Yep." Completely expected something like this to happen because we're the New York Jets,
Yeah, well, everybody knows what their team's capabilities and deficiencies. So, but it's fun watching, and she enjoys. She's a Dallas fan, but she just really enjoys the sport. So she can watch like any other like Sundays, Thursdays, and Mondays. That's what we do. Like Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, and Sunday all day football when the regular season is playing.
So my actual favorite sport, I'm a diehard New York Yankees baseball fan. So I watch baseball is about 162 games. I think I probably watch 140 games a season. Like it's always for me. The Yankees are always on in the background. Baseball is my love, and that's my passion.
Yeah, I'm Dodgers all the way.
How do the Dodgers spend $1.3 billion this offseason? They were just throwing money around like crazy, man.
They got it, bro. They have a lot of money. I mean, it's LA, bro. Like fucking a tall can costs $20.
Oh, right, yeah, exactly. And what's crazy is the Dodgers signed Yamamoto, the Japanese pitcher. They gave him $325 million. The guy has never thrown a pitch in the majors, and he got $325 million. Yeah, it's just crazy what the Dodgers have. This cigar is really nice. Burn line is settling out nicely. Wrapper's intact.
Yeah, that's one of the bands that I've been looking at. Like I've been looking at their site a lot, and thinking of ordering some. But now that you say that it's good, then I'm
I can actually I'll send one your way when I send you the care package that I got.
Oh, okay, cool.
So every month they do like it's called their kilo pack, which I thought was clever.
Dude, it's all cartel based, bro. It's that's funny, dude.
But their kilo pack is basically their sampler pack. So that's what I usually what I do is because I like I don't buy a lot of boxes. I bought a box for the first time. I buy a lot of sampler packs from like small boutique places. I think that's the best way to experience a cigar company's, their full line and whatnot.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, samplers is the way to go. I mean, I think even because there's so many cigars coming out, new labels and whatnot. Even if you're a seasoned smoker, you have like your sticks, samplers. It's cool. Why not taste something else?
Exactly.
Try. Maybe you'll like it more than whatever you have on rotation.
And I would say I'm still in the phase, and I think a lot of at least I know because I think you got into the cigar social media game same time as me, same time as Roger, like all within the past 3 or 4 months, right? Essentially.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm still in the phase where I'm of the mindset the best cigar I might have might be the next cigar I have. So I'm of the mindset that I gotta keep trying stuff, you know.
You gotta be open minded. Hey, dude. Let me not cut you off, but the live ended on mine. I don't know.
All right, let me see. Let's see.
Do you want to do yours and then I'll jump on yours?
All right, yeah. Let's try that. Nope. I wonder if it's because maybe I didn't update the app. Instagram can be fidgety like that sometimes. Hey, anyone out there, what are you guys smoking tonight? If you guys are smoking anything, or you're just listening to us bullshit around here for a couple of minutes. Yeah, Hugo, I think you're going to have to invite me back.
All right, hold on. I got to go live again. I wonder why did it end?
So I think they only allow an hour.
Oh, damn.
I know some people do lives for a lot longer, but I think it's only an hour. Oh, nice, Kyle, doing the. Okay, cool.
Actually, I converted my IG to a creator account. It's got like different features.
Oh, I started that transition, but then at some point, doesn't it cost money?
I don't know. I haven't got a bill yet. The first bill I get, I'm gonna go back to regular. I know. I think we might be able to get a bigger audience with you, but you say you can't activate yours, huh?
No, you know what? Let me see if I can. All right, bear with me, guys. I'm gonna try to update my Instagram app. Let's see. App Store. Let's see if there was an update.
By the way, do you see the comments like on YouTube on this app or?
Yeah, so I have all the.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Comments?
Huh?
Can you not see the comments?
No, I can't see. No, it doesn't.
Oh yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I see all the comments coming in. So we got Roger, we got Matt in the morning, Smoking Sounds, Cigar Carpenter. So we got some people on.
That's on YouTube, right?
Yeah. And then this will once this is finished, it will automatically publish to YouTube. So I can tag you and link it to your profile or to your account.
Oh, okay, cool.
Why? Let me try logging out. Settings. Thanks for bearing with us, everyone. Log out. Let's try this.
We'll be better on live number 2.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Crazy Gringos. Live.
Yeah, this thing's been steady the whole way.
Oh wow, yeah. Are you a fast smoker too?
I'm a slow smoker, bro.
Oh, okay.
I like to enjoy my cigar, and in fact, I just smoked and reviewed a cigar that was given to me by Peter, Cigar Collective. Shout out to Peter. You know, he's got a exquisite taste in cigars, and he, I think most of 2024 is going to be all his stuff that he sent. But it's the La Flor Dominicana number 5.
Okay.
And I even said it in my video, dude. It's like a slow burning cigar. It's got so much tobacco in it, but the draw is not compromised, and it's a really oily wrapper.
Okay.
Connecticut broadleaf Maduro. And dude, I loved it because I love that it just burns so like slow, and then you could just, those type of cigars you could just chill, lay back, and smoke it, and it takes forever. I love that.
I can't even go live on my phone. It's so freaking weird.
Okay, I'll just start mine then.
Yeah.
All right, it's back live.
All right, let me join it.
But on Instagram, it would tell like your followers that you're on live too, right?
It should.
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, live with Crazy Grano Cigars. Send request. It should, yeah, because it should show that I'm live, or maybe. Request to join. Hey, so you want to get into the second half of our program, second half of our discussion?
Yeah, I think I'm all done with fun facts. Excuse me.
No, I like that, man, because we also get to know about each other, right? This is really our first time, besides for the messaging back and forth, this is our first time chilling and interacting, so it's awesome to learn about you, man. What's up, everyone on Instagram? Thanks for joining us. We'll be better. We promise we'll be better for number 2. There's going to be a number 2 out there. We're having a good time so far, so I don't see any reason why we can do this again.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Wait, okay, so that. Oh, so I can highlight the comments. I'm learning.
Yeah.
Here. That's interesting that you can't see him. Can't see him though.
Oh, I can see them when you tap it, but I can't see like the live thread, like the live comment.
Gotcha. All right. So if something comes in, I'll make sure to highlight it for you. Yeah, I'm impressed with this Traficante cigar. I feel guilty smoking it because the kilo pack, the Traficantes.
But we cleared the water on that one. We already know.
yeah, exactly. What is this? User out. Share screen. So that's this. Sorry, I'm just messing around here for a second.
Yeah.
No, not going to present settings. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some I'm trying to think why the comments aren't showing for you.
It just when you highlight it, I can see it.
Yeah.
Probably because I didn't link my my YouTube. I just joined on your.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's cool though.
Next time we know.
As long as you can see them, I just asked because I just want to, if somebody has a question or something like.
Oh, absolutely, no, absolutely. I hear you, man.
Yeah. So okay. So our next thing is so you want to do the first 3, and we'll go 3, 3, and 3. We can do that.
Yeah, sounds good. So, time smoking cigars. I had my first cigar when I was 22 years old. It was at in the military. There's this thing called dining in. It's where the officers basically get the incoming officers wasted off like port wine and stuff. And at the end of the night, you get to smoke cigars with like admirals and whatnot. So that was the first time I had cigars. So I guess I've been smoking cigars since I was 22 years old. But really, I would say really into the hobby within the past year. After my wedding, which was last year, I just got really into it. So probably consistent cigar smoker since the wedding. So for the past year.
Cool.
My first cigar experience.
I got a question. Wait, did you smoke a cigar at your wedding?
No, I did not. We had a cigar roller cigar roller. So we had custom cigars made for our wedding. Funny story about that. The band they had made was really cool. It was like a surfboard with my wife and I, our initials on it. They put the wrong date. It was supposed to be 12/17/2022. They put 11/17/2022. So everyone from the wedding went home with cigars that said 11/17/2022 on it. We didn't find out till after the fact, but I emailed the guy afterwards and said, "Hey, like we got the wrong band." He ended up sending us about he sent me like 20-25 brand new cigars, the correct band or whatnot. So
that was nice of them because those cigar rollers are expensive, dude. I mean, when they go to the party.
It wasn't. I'm trying to think. It wasn't that badly priced. I think we got 200, 150 or 200 cigars, and actually, they weren't badly priced at all. I think I might have taken a puff off of my cousins at the end of the night, but in terms of, I was on the dance floor my entire wedding. So I didn't get a chance to enjoy a cigar.
Yeah, I'm sure, dude. Like that. I was just curious because I was pretty sure that you were, doing all your things, all the itinerary during your wedding. It would be kind of hard unless you kind of had like a
Right.
set time.
Exactly.
But at least your guests got to enjoy the sticks.
They're really good sticks. They've been aging for about over a year now, and I had one a few 2 months ago, and it was a Connecticut wrapper. It was just delicious. It was really freaking good. So I'm very happy with it. Probably better that way too than actually rolled cigar,
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so went over first cigar experience. How many cigars per week? I'm about 2 to 3 cigars a week, I would say. Weather kind of impacts that. Life gets in the way sometimes. But yeah, about 2 to 3 cigars a week, primarily on the weekends. And then if I want to smoke when they're out the week, I will. But yeah, 2 to 3 cigars.
Nice. That's cool. 2 to 3 cigars is cool. And come home in the evening, light one up, nice drink,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. For me, it's rum.
Oh, you like rum? Is it regular rum or spiced?
I like añejo, so it's like spiced rum.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, so for me, pretty much since the pandemic is when I kind of started.
Yep.
I have a few friends, like I said, that I discovered that they were into cigars, and so I did the rookie mistake of inhaling the cigar on accident, and it
Okay.
was like, dude, like I got
Yeah.
green, like turn all these colors, and I'm like, shit, dude, like, and they're like, no, you're not supposed to inhale cigars. Cigars are, they're very strong. You're just supposed to like taste it in your mouth and blah blah. Blah. So then I stopped for a while, and then like I picked it up slowly again.
Gotcha.
But yeah, but I would say like the past year and a half, I've been pretty heavy on it. Year and a half or almost 2 years.
Gotcha.
So I would say, yeah, I'm a recent smoker, yeah. And
Yeah.
but in my late teens, early 20s, I would smoke cigars more like occasionally, more frequently, I should say. But I mean cigarettes. But cigarettes are like, for me, I just
Yeah, I mean, you've seen both sides of it now. From being a cigarette smoker to cigar smoker. I think, cigarettes are made for like. I'm not a cigarette smoker, so correct me. But it's more like social. They're quick, right? Cigar,
it's a quick smoke.
Experience to enjoy and relax, unwind.
Exactly. Yeah. So also, because I'm pumping out at least 3 videos a week, so for me it's minimum 3.
Yeah.
And then if we have an event on the weekends, I'll always take like my little travel,
Yep.
my little perforador.
Yep.
And because like I said, you meet people that are into cigars, and I always take some to share. I have, like I said, I have like the little cheapy sticks or whatever for somebody that just wants to try it, never tried it before. Like, hey, it won't. It won't hurt me to like for them to waste a $2 stick, as opposed to like $15-$20 stick, whatever.
No, I know exactly what you mean because I do the same thing because I've been to a lot of parties where at the end of the night, someone's always asking about and looking for a cigar. And so I usually get like Connecticut samplers.
Excuse me. Yeah.
I get Connecticut samplers, like, that are pretty cheap. They're not, not highly expensive sticks. But same way, man, because there's always going to be someone that wants to try, but I'm not going to, just call me selfish. I'm not going to waste a premium stick on someone who just wants to smoke after getting drunk somewhere, So I'm going to, give you a stick, but I'll bring the nice sticks for myself,
Yeah. All right, I got a question on my live. It says from one of my childhood friends, which he actually has they have a podcast off topic. It's called Off Topic. His name's Henry. He says, what cigars do you guys usually recommend for beginning cigar aficionados? Keep enjoying the smokes. So what do you recommend for a beginner?
This is a time-old question. Everyone says Connecticut, right? Because Connecticut's are that kind of entry-level, smooth, creamy. I would say if you go to a cigar shop, ask the person there. They're going to go in the right direction. But also, it's got to be what draws you? Like when you're at a cigar shop, at a humidor, what cigar are you drawn to? And if you're drawn to a certain cigar, ask about it, because you don't want to have a bad experience where you have a cigar that is too overpowering and then you end up on your ass, right? You want to kind of ease into it. But I would say if you're drawn to something, give it a go and try it. There's a whole bunch of great cigars out there. I think there's more cigars out there now than there ever has been. And there's so many cigars out there,
Yeah. I personally would recommend, and this is going to be very opposed to the contrary of usually, most common smokers. I would say the dark wrappers, like a Maduro, because
okay.
I feel that those Maduros, even though they're more flavorful as opposed to strong. So, and that's the type of, well, we're gonna get into that later, but I prefer those. So I would say something that's really aged, because I feel that those are smoother.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really like Connecticut's. I mean, I have 2 Connecticut's that I like, and I like all these Maduros, broadleaves, Habanos. This is the darker stuff. But yeah, something like that. The brand to me doesn't really matter. I'm more picky with the wrapper types. Yeah, so that.
Felipe joined us on Instagram. What's up, Felipe? What's up, man? Texas Cigar Society.
What's up, Frank? That's another. Frank is another guy that he's been very. We've been talking back and forth, and I got some projects with him.
Oh, nice.
In the near future.
Also, you forgot to mention a fun fact. I got some intel. You used to play clarinet in a band back in the day.
What's that?
I heard you used to play clarinet in a band.
Oh yeah, so I picked up clarinet in 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And then I played clarinet all through junior high school, but then I jumped on the sax for jazz band.
Gotcha.
But I played clarinet throughout my my whole 12K education. And then when I graduated, actually, a few years after, I actually picked up the accordion.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So and then
you're big into music then.
Yeah, I love all that music production stuff. It's just it just attracts me, And that's one of the reasons why I got the PA sound, because I used to have my own band. I used to, I got together with some buddies and we used to do gigs. We did gigs. We did like house parties, baptisms, quinceañeras. But then, life takes over and then you have to choose between that or But yeah, I still have a cheapy little accordion, which is probably full of dust now. But I used to have an expensive one. It's $3,000-$4,000 accordion.
Oh wow!
But but I got rid of that. But
my dad wanted me to get into music because I think he read something. Getting children into music is good for their brain and whatnot. So I played the piano for 5 years. I'll be honest, I hated every second of it. Just was not for me.
The piano?
Yeah, the piano.
Oh shit. Yeah, dude. So, all right. You want to hit the next 3?
Yeah, sure. All right. So, favorite top 5 cigars. That's a hard one. Favorite wrapper and storage. So, my favorite top 5 cigars. I think I can give you 3. I think the top cigar list that I did is pretty accurate. I think my go-to 6th of all time is going to be the Arturo Fuente Hemingway, the short story. Right. That's just a pretty consistent cigar. I've had a few of them now, and the flavor profile is almost exactly the same every time, which is for me, that's a mark of a good cigar.
Nice. Yeah.
Had the EP Carrillo Allegiance, which was my number 1 cigar of the year. Really enjoyed that. I've had a couple of EP Carrillo cigars that are really good, but I think the Allegiance was my favorite. And then what cigar took me by surprise, and it was the number 2 on my list, was the Adventura, the Queen's Pearl.
Oh, Aventura? I haven't had any Aventuras yet.
I know you're not in the Connecticut's, but that cigar was it blew me away. And then I guess I do have a list. I also enjoy cigars with Oma Tempe tobacco. from the volcanic island off the coast of Nicaragua.
Oh yeah.
The Ometepe tobacco. I don't know what, and I've tried to explain this to people. You're not smoking volcanic ash, but you kind of know that the tobacco is different. You just kind of, there's like a twang to it that's like, ooh, it's, you get the volcanic feeling. It's hard to describe.
Is it smoky? Is it? You think it's smoky?
I don't know if it's. No, it's not like the smoke output's like not too crazy. It's not too smoky.
No, the flavor, like on the palate, is it like a smoky, like kind of like?
No,
okay, have you ever had mezcal? Have you had mezcal? Something like that. Does it resemble something like?
No, I don't think so. I think it's more rocky.
Minerally.
Yeah. And there's the. Thank you for keeping honest. The minerally. There's definitely different minerals in there that you don't get from other cigars and tobaccos. So I would say that's kind of like my top 4 list. Favorite wrapper type. I'm still learning. I'm still seeing what I enjoy. I do like darker cigars though.
Yeah.
It's just more flavor, and I actually don't like a lot of spice in my food. My wife is getting me better. She puts spice in everything, but on cigars, for whatever reason, I do enjoy pepper on the cigars. And then storage. So why don't you answer the other 2, and then we can get into storage, because that's storage is a whole nother discussion.
Okay, let me just read this comment we have from Shaco 4D. He says he's been smoking for about 6 months, and he's hard pressed to smoke a Connecticut that really wowed him. Yeah, Connecticut's are kind of like, it's like you either love Connecticut's or you hate them. Like,
and I think there's a difference too, because Cuban Connecticut's are that's like just consistent and smooth and whatnot. I do enjoy. I enjoy Connecticut cigars.
Yeah, Cuban is just like a whole different world. I mean,
right.
But yeah, okay. So, favorite top 5, right? So far, just from what I've been smoking, the Ferry Otego Prestige. I really like that one. It was a really pleasant cigar that I got really a sweet, creamy profile taste, nutty, and in some layers, and it's just very smooth. So I really like that one. Another one is La Flor Dominicana La Noa, where actually these guys were on their unbanded, the cigars unbanded, and they said about La Noa, and I said, oh, I liked La Noa. They're like, you did? Like, and the one I had, I actually picked it up at a lounge. I was at a lounge that I hit up sometimes.
Yep.
And I saw it, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty interesting, because it's got the moon on the wrapper, and it's a La Flor Dominicana. And I think I want to say that's like it's a dark wrapper. I forget the actual wrapper itself. It might be a Connecticut broadleaf, but not sure. But I know it's like some type of Maduro wrapper. So that one has really nice dark chocolate espresso. So, and they're really, that was really light on the pepper. Like there's some pepper, but it's not really like pungent. Like you can retrohale like every other draw.
Gotcha.
So it's pretty cool. I got 2. Let me see. The 2 Connecticut's that I like. The first one is the Gilberto Oliva Reserva Blanco or Blanche, they call it. I thought that was a really nice stick. I didn't get that bitterness that you get usually from the Connecticut's. And then the Perdomo 10th anniversary champagne.
Yeah, I've had that one. That was a good cigar. I don't know if I liked it as much as you did. It was a good cigar. I think I was expecting more from it, and I just.
Oh, okay.
That's a problem with Connecticut sometimes, though. You don't get more from it.
Yeah, I would say it's almost a one-dimensional cigar. It's true, but I like that it's really smooth. It's not bitter at all, and it's a slow burning cigar because it's really packed with tobacco, and the draw is amazing on it. It's not like plugged or anything like that. So those are the things that I like from that one. And then the La Roma de Cuba, Mi Amor Reserva is another cigar that I think that one has a San Andres wrapper, and what is it? Hugo, have you had any newer styles Connecticut's? No, but I'm about to because Peter bought me with some Burleys that you guys keep saying that they're amazing. So, like I said, I'm still a legacy smoker, and I'm probably gonna turn boutique with these guys sending me all these freaking luxury cigars and stuff.
There's just so many cigars out there, man.
Yeah, there's so many. Yeah, and like I said, it's cool because we're all collaborating, and we're sending each other stuff, and it's like just try them, and we got a lot of time. We got years to come, and
Right,
and
right.
we're gonna try everything, dude. It's like it'll be fun. And now that I smoked the LFD Maduro that Peter sent me, like that's one of my tops right now because I like it because it's a $10 stick. Like I said, I wouldn't say that's like a everyday stick. I would say that's like a weekly stick or bi-weekly stick. It's $10. If you get it like in a bundle or
Got it.
whatnot. So yeah, those are my top five.
Nice.
And then favorite rapper, I think I kind of like
Maduro.
touch that subject. Yeah, Maduro's, any darker rapper, Habano, Sumatra. I really like to me the Sumatra rappers are naturally sweet,
Mhm.
and I like that. That's cool, but it's not like a overpowering sweetness that you're like, damn, this thing's like an ass, like the ones you like, dude, like the acid, Cuba
The
Cuba,
Cuba Cuba that you said.
dude.
Hey, don't shit on Cuba Cuba. That's a good cigar.
Okay, it's smooth. I'm not gonna lie. I've had one fresh off the pack. It's really smooth. The thing is that I don't like artificial sweetener, and it tastes to me like
Yeah.
Splenda. So I don't like
Okay.
that taste. Like even like you have like coffee drinkers or like whatever they swear by like these artificial sweeteners. I'm like, dude, like that thing, it's that's worse than using regular like brown sugar. I like using brown sugar, because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
natural. It's like, dude,
Right.
like Splenda, whatever, all those other brands. It's like those are manufactured in the lab, dude. Like you're putting like stuff that's not naturally made, and that's not natural. So yeah, that's like a taste that I really can't deal with that. Like I hate, like, if there's no like sometimes you go to like a restaurant or a cafe, a diner, they don't have like regular sugar. I'm like, damn, I can't. I just drink my coffee black because I usually drink black coffee anyways with just like a little bit of brown sugar and cinnamon. I love cinnamon.
You bring up an interesting thing. So well, I noticed I noticed you're drinking ginger ale. How does that
Yeah.
impact the flavor of the cigar you smoke, or is it neutral for you?
For me, well, I usually drink just bubbly water, like
Got it.
straight bubbly water, or like one that has like a little bit of flavoring, like lime, cherry, whatever. Because I think the effervescence fights off the pungent tobacco
Yeah.
layering in your mouth. Very very good. It just kind of like washes it out every time you take like a sip. But yeah, no, it doesn't. For me, it's kind of better because since it has a little bit of sugar,
Mhm.
it kind of balances out. Like if you have like a stick that's really nicotine heavy,
Yeah.
because you're sipping it, it's a constant flow. So to me, it kind of balances it out.
Got
So
it.
I like that. Either that or just like water, or
Yeah.
like, or
I enjoy, I go back and forth between water. I've realized that I actually enjoy smoking cigars more with water because you get the actual flavors. Where if I have a certain rum or something, I could screw up the flavor of the cigar, or the flavor I'm actually getting is the flavor of the rum and not the cigar. Um,
yeah,
but you brought up coffee, so I don't drink coffee at all. So when I started smoking cigars and I started getting the coffee flavor, I was like, "What is that flavor? I don't know what it is." I'm like, "Oh, that has to be coffee." But because I'm not a coffee drinker, I didn't know what it was previously. But I found out what it was through cigars.
yeah. And if you drink espresso,
Mhm.
even like a latte, like you'll get that rich coffee flavor, and then you'll distinguish it on the cigars as well, because it's different than if you have like a cup of Folgers or Nescafe
Yeah,
or like whatever instant coffee you make, or even like like those Keurig pods. That's, to me, that's not real coffee. To me, that's like I'm in a hurry, dude, and I gotta go out the door and do that. But I grind my beans. I always have fresh beans. I grind them. I have 5 different devices to brew coffee.
So you're a true coffee aficionado then. You don't mess
Yeah,
around.
coffee. Yeah, I really like coffee. Yeah. It's just it's just something I've been drinking coffee since I was, dude, like probably like 10 years old. I café con leche, like it's always it's a Mexican thing, and the like the pan dulce.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So our next topic was storage. I started off. I have 2 King-Chi humidors, the thermostatic ones that are both climate controlled. I also got into the Tupperware world too. So they had these Tupperwares with Spanish cedar tray inserts. Throw in 65 Boveda packs, and it keeps it really simple. But for my birthday, my wife got me a 48-liter King-Chi, which I've really liked having that because it's kind of set and forget it,
Yeah.
And when you have so many Boveda packs, I went to a cigar shop one time, and one of the cashiers told this guy, "Oh, that's too many Boveda packs. You'll over-humidify." That's a lie. You can, if you have the same Boveda, the same RH in Boveda packs, you cannot over-humidify. They work in unison together.
Yes, I agree.
So I just packed the King-Chi with the big 300, like the 320 gram, those big ones.
The box ones?
Yeah, exactly. The box ones and the smaller ones as well. So I go between Tupperware and then I say I have 2 wooden humidors, and then I have the electric humidors.
Nice. I'm gonna light up this 135th anniversary Oliva V.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think I have that one. What are you in?
That was in a
cigar. No, you don't have to. I have one.
No, I think I sent you one.
Oh, you sent me that one?
It was either to you or Roger, but I know I sent some.
We lose track. But what about you for storage? I gotta figure out how to take this band off. It's like tied in a knot here. So I don't know how to take this. It's like,
ooh,
maybe it'll burn down when I get to it.
Dude, I'm like the 50% that prefers the regular Oliva V's. I did send one to Roger. I'm the Oliva B regular, not the Millennial. I really don't. Oh, Melanio. What is it called?
You don't like the Milano? But wow, that's interesting.
But let me refrain that. Because it was. I don't think it was a smoke ready, and it was also a robusto. So.
Okay. I think Roger and I had this discussion. I prefer Toros than over Robustos. Robustos are just sometimes too short, and I don't think you get the full effect.
It's short because yeah, exactly. I don't think it has the time to develop as better as a Toro or a Churchill.
Exactly.
So yeah. Storage.
God damn it, man! This cigar cracked on me too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
On the wrapper?
Yeah, the wrapper cracked. I dry boxed them too. And maybe I dry boxed them too much.
Is your garage? Well, your garage is cold, right? Because sometimes if there's too much humidity in the air because you've been smoking it, it just absorbs it like it's a sponge, dude.
That, and I thought by being in the shelter I'd be fine because I got a heater going in here so it's warm. Maybe that's screwing it up though. Disappointed. I have before next live. Hopefully I'll be smoking outside for the next live, but I gotta figure this out because that's 2 cigars now, and that pisses me off. But it is what it is.
So for storage, I started with a Ziploc bag.
Simple, easy, and cheap.
I just had like 2 cigars, dude. Like, but.
This one's going out on me.
Yeah, this is another one that I'm really gonna like. I bought a whole box of these. So when I actually got started in my collection, I just got one of those CI packs with like a bunch of like sampler pack with like a wooden humidor, like 50 count.
Mm-hmm.
So I started with that, and like within a month I grew out of it, or like 2 weeks.
Yeah. I always try to tell people, they ask, I always see my friends getting, small humidors. I'm like, you're going to grow out of it. Like once you get into the hobby, you're going to want more,
Yeah. But, so I had that. And then, other than that, it's just Tupperdoors. I just have everything in Tupperdoors. I have like a one big Tupperdoor, and then I have, for my box stuff. And then I have smaller ones for like the single sticks.
Gotcha. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to unscrew this situation right here.
And I think I'm gonna keep it like that because I have a bunch of coolers.
Mm-hmm.
I have like freaking 1, 2, 3, 4 regular sized coolers that fits like 324 packs of beer. And then like I have like a huge one that you can throw like a whole pig in there. But I'm gonna take one of those the mid-sized ones, and I'm gonna just start putting stuff in there because I know eventually I'm gonna need an electric one because here in SoCal it just gets so hot.
Right. How many cigars would you say you have?
I don't have a lot, dude. I only have like 300-400 sticks.
Yeah, that's about what I have to. We have life. Hold on.
Yeah, but I do want to get like a temperature controlled one because in the summer, dude, I don't want those sticks to like. Last summer, I was so worried, dude. I was just like, fuck. I was just thinking like, when I'm at work and shit, like the AC's not on. Like, I try to keep them like in a dark, cool place,
right?
But it just gets triple digits here. You just can't. So,
Bearded Monkey on Instagram. What's up, Bearded Monkey? All right, let's see what's next in our lineup. Dry boxing. I dry box these cigars, and I'm not having a lot of good luck with them. I know, it brings out flavors. Maybe I know some people dry box for 2 weeks, like weeks at a time. I dry box these, I think, for like a couple, like 5 days maybe. I'm not having the best experience right now. It has to be because of the weather. Like I said, I'm always afraid to smoke in the cold because I don't want to screw up a cigar and the wrapper could crack. But dry boxing, it does bring out different flavors, and it does like a cleaner burn as opposed to like the real spongy stuff,
Yeah, and every cigar takes different time also. Mm-hmm. So it's not all they're not all gonna dry out the same.
Right.
Another I think these guys touch this subject too. Like even if I don't know, do you have like the Humidor Pro? What is it called? The little stab thingy.
Yeah. So I have. Oh yeah. Doctor Human Meter.
Mm-hmm.
I have one. I don't use it as much as I should, but I probably should use it more.
So because like, let me shoot straight from the Human. Yeah. So visual is obviously the band, but then some bands. I think they put just too much adhesive, and even though the cigar might be ready to smoke, it doesn't rotate because of the adhesive. So you kind of have to like triple and double and triple check with other things.
Oh, I've been pissed off sometimes with too much adhesive because it'll screw up the wrapper entirely when you try to take it. We've all been there, and I don't think that's a rookie mistake or whatever. I've done it as a rookie. But I've also done it where I've been enjoying a cigar. It's time for the wrapper to come off, and the adhesive just rips the wrapper right off.
Yeah, dude. So
I'm making it sound like I'm an amateur smoker over here. I'm not. I promise, I'm not always ripping my cigars. It's every once in a while it happens.
Yeah. So now what I do is, obviously I have all my overstock. What I do, because I have like the desktop humidor in my bedroom, because my bedroom's a lot cooler than like the living room.
Yep.
So I just transfer cigars from my overstock to my desktop because I keep that pretty low humidity, and then the ones that I'm gonna smoke, I put them in like an actual like it's just like a square Tupperware, and I have these cedar holders in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and I just put them in there, and then those are the cigars that I'm gonna smoke. I should have brought it out, but I didn't bring it out. Just brought my travel one. But yeah, that's
So
what I do.
The next topic we had was aging, and I think I age all of my cigars just because I have so many. I think I have more cigars than I'll ever smoke, or so only smoking 2 or 3 cigars a week. It's hard, so I let the cigars sit for a while, which is both good and bad. If they're in cellophane, they're not going to age too much. Like my Cuban cigars are all out of cellophane. But yeah, I'd say I age most of my cigars and let them rest. I'm a big proponent of letting cigars rest.
Yeah, so the cellophane, it slows down the transmission between the atmosphere and the cigar up to 7 times.
That's wow!
I
didn't realize it was that much.
Yeah, it's up to 7 times. So if the cigar is gonna dry out in a month, with the cellophane, it'll take 7 months, like that type of like that's what I read. I don't know.
I've also seen too that read that if you properly store cigars, you can store them forever. Eventually the flavors will change and could break down. But if you store them correctly, you can basically keep cigars for a really long time.
So, to me, aging, obviously, it's a natural product. It's tobacco. It's organic.
Right. It's going to break down eventually.
It breaks down. It's decomposing is what it's doing. Right. The leaf is decomposing itself. It's not that you're going to improve the flavor profile. I think it improves the draw. Why? Because if it's a super packed cigar and it's decomposing, what happens to the leaf? It's going to get thinner. If it was 5 mils, and now it's 4 mils, then it's 3 mils. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think it improves the draw drastically. Yes. I don't think the flavor, I'm a firm believer that it doesn't impact the flavor. What happens is that you're aging that cigar, you're smoking all these other cigars that have a different wrapper, and you come back to it and it tastes different to you. Yep. Because your palate's already influenced by all these other wrappers. You see what I'm saying? That's what I think. That's just what I think.
Well, what you're telling me is I gotta start smoking more cigars. I gotta smoke more cigars. So I gotta stop aging them, stop letting them rest. But
no. It's cool to obviously we all have overstock, and those cigars are aging because they're in storage. But what I'm saying is that some people say like, oh, let it rest. It's gonna improve. It's gonna taste better. It's not that it tastes better. It just tastes different. Is I think what it is. It tastes different.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I'd be interested to have 2 cigars, one that was not aged and one that was aged, and do exactly that. The engineering you is coming out when you started talking about the But sure. it would make sense. A cigar you have fresh, and the one that you let age is going to taste a little different. It's a organic product.
And I think more than anything, it improves the draw 100%. That's one thing I could say. Unless the construction is like fucked up, then then it's gonna fucking burn, like not good or whatever.
I love that comment. Sometimes they use the gorilla glue. Jesus. But hey, Hugo, I got probably about 15 minutes left because I think my wife is gonna start calling me for dinner. But we still have some more topics to get to. So I'd say we get through the topics and then call it a night if that's all right with you, man.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah, go ahead, knock yourself out.
So the next one we had was budget. I'm in 2 cigar a month clubs, which runs me about $120, and then I pick up sticks here and there. So I would say my monthly budget for cigars is probably about $200 or so. And that's building already on the huge inventory that I already have,
Yeah.
What's your budget?
Well, okay, I'm in the small batch. It's the like the entry level tier, which I just got into it, so that's a recurring thing.
I tried to get you in that 50. I guess it was sold out before you got to it, huh?
But dude, I'm gonna have to pay 75 or 80 for that one. So it's like, what the?
That's crazy. So
So
what do you pay?
Huh?
What do you pay for a $20 one?
30
Is it like-
because it's like 50% tax.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
That kills it. That kills it right there.
Yeah, that's why Roger doesn't want to join it anymore because of the tax thing. And
Well,
I'm
also
kind of
too, Roger had a small batch membership, and then
that's
he's
yeah.
like, and then
Oh, he doesn't want to rejoin it. My bad. He doesn't want to rejoin it because it makes sense, dude.
There was a period of time where Roger was pissed off because I'm like, hey man, these are really great cigars. He's like, oh, I like it. I didn't think it was a big deal. Like small batch is like one of the best known monthly clubs out there.
Yeah, so I'm not it's not hurting me. It's like $30 a month. I just gonna leave it for a while and see, because they send me 3 in December and they send me 2 in January. So, but
Happy
it's cool.
with the two that you got?
What's that?
Were you happy with the 2 cigars that you got for January?
Yeah, because one of them was the I think it's a Viaje, the one with the skull.
Uh-huh.
So it's undisclosed. So that's pretty cool. And the other one, I forget what the other one was.
So what's interesting? Sorry, where that wrapper changed, that's what started cracking.
Mm.
So the 2 different wrappers, I think, are not reacting well. That's interesting.
Yeah, because I think so. What I think the lighter one goes over the darker one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the lighter one's at the end. Yeah, so it's a construction thing, but it's a first cigar. You can give it another shot. I don't know. So as far as budget is like, I kind of like probably the same as you. There's months that I don't buy any or weeks, and sometimes I do. I go on a splurge and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend might be listening, so I don't want to say it's $1,000 or whatever.
It's an expensive hobby, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think anyone in this chat, anyone on this live, knows that this is an expensive hobby, but you're buying an experience. A cigar is an experience, right? And in terms of like how much other stuff costs in life, like my wife and I, we can't go out to eat dinner without it costing $150 like easily. Once you add drinks and stuff, a good cigar experience can cost you $10 to $20.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about the experience.
Yeah, so a couple $100, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just buy whatever I like or I want to try. That's it.
Absolutely, yeah. And I try to keep up to like I know the Metatapa just came out, or that's a cigar that's getting a lot of hype. I picked one of those up when I placed an order. I want to try to stay current with the new hot items.
Yeah. That's cool. But then that's why we send bombs to each other, because we send like stuff that we haven't tried or want to try. That's cool.
So the bomb I'm gonna send you, I'm gonna put it together. Gonna have a couple like main high-end sticks, but then it's gonna be a lot more house blends from stuff that I picked up. So in my effort to do more house blends this year, that's kind of my commitment in the cigar.
Don't spoiler alert, so I can do an unboxing.
Oh, sorry. What? Hey, what's up, Peter?
Cool.
Peter joined us on Instagram. Peter, I'm in my cigar tent right now. It's working out great, man. I got to figure out how to get the temperature right in here because my cigars are cracking a little bit. But love the tent concept. Thanks for turning me on to this.
Look at the ash on this baby.
That's gorgeous.
Stacked.
And this is a construction thing because look at the ash on this guy too.
Yeah.
And that's what.
Go ahead.
I was going to say that I think with boutique brands, I think you're going to you might get this more often. This was a unique wrapper, so I think that was part of it too. But overall, I've enjoyed this cigar. I don't want to blame the cigar because I think it might be environmentals. Maybe I should. I think for my next live, I think I'm just going to take it out of the humidor and not dry box it and see how that goes. It's an experiment, right?
Yeah, experiment, dude. It's what it is. It's like engineering. We're experimenting.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So content. Like I said, I was smoking cigars. We're hanging around with talking to these other gents that make content, and then I had the equipment, so I was like, hey, let me try it, and so far it's okay. It's fun. It's just another hobby that that I picked up.
And I'm of the mentality too. Once I stop having fun with it, I'll stop making content.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I realize there is a difference from when I'm smoking a cigar to make a post than when I'm just smoking a cigar to enjoy it. There is it because when you're making a post for a cigar or you're reviewing it, you have to think about it so much more critically. You have to draw out certain flavors. You got to think about it. But sometimes when I just enjoy a cigar to enjoy a cigar, it's sometimes it's a more relaxed experience because you're not consciously thinking of what kind of things you want to put in a review or a post or a video,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but so far it's cool.
For me, in terms of cigar content, I think I mentioned it before. It's a creative outlet. That's why I got into it. I'm not really active on my own personal social media. My posts on social media, my personal social media, once a year for my wife's birthday. Those are in like our anniversary. Those are the only posts that I'm not a daily poster. I don't do that. Cigars for me, it's really the cigar social media for me is just a creative outlet. It's something for me to do. And like you said, it's a hobby. It's a fun hobby.
Yeah, it's cool. Hey, what's up, Eric? Smoke one if you have one.
Oh crap! What's up, Eric? How you doing, man?
What's up, boy?
we might have did bad timing here with the NFL game.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone can watch it later.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see what's next. 2023. 2023 was a pretty difficult year for me. I had some personal issues that I actually stopped smoking cigars for a few months, taking care of some personal issues. And I had some goals that I couldn't get to, but they're gonna get taken care of this year. Just like life-changing stuff, like not like I didn't have like a serious accident or something like that. It's just
Right.
like things that come up, and it's like it kind of impacts your life a lot, and you have to like put aside your free time to take care of these things.
No, absolutely. I know exactly what you mean, man. I had a rough 2023. I had 2 surgeries in 2023. I had a benign tumor removed from my foot earlier in the year, and then in August, my retina detached in my left eye, and so I had emergency surgery for that. So 2023, rough year medically for me. Kind of on both freak things. One morning I was putting on my sock and I noticed a bump below my ankle. I'm like, that shouldn't be there. It turned out to be a little tumor. And then the eye thing, we were down in Florida visiting my wife's family and started seeing flashes of light, started seeing floaters. And then the scariest part was a black curtain started coming over my field of vision, like progressively going more and more.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, man. So I went to the ER. Thankfully, we were down in Florida, one of the best eye care centers in the country, maybe the world, and had emergency surgery the next day. You don't realize how valuable eyesight is until you don't have it or you're on the verge of losing it. And my balance was off. My depth perception was off. I had to learn how to do everything with one eye. I'm fully healed now. I didn't lose any vision. I'm fully healed, but it was a hell of a time, hell of a recovery. But in terms of 2023, in terms of cigars, I really got into it around October. So like right before we started talking and connecting. And then it kind of, I didn't know what I want to do with it. I still really don't know what I want to do with the cigar content. What's up, Wolfpack Cigar Club? I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I still don't know what I want to do with it, but I know I'm just enjoying it and having fun, and I'm doing it for me. So
nice. Oh yeah.
And I'm happy to see. I'm happy that I'm able to see. I'm very
Yeah.
happy about that.
Yeah. So for 2024 stuff, for 2024, as far as social media and cigars, I just the boat's gonna keep on going down the river. It's gonna keep on. Just want to try new stuff. Like I mentioned, these guys, Roger and Peter, send me over, some boutique blends because they're always crapping on me that I go for the CI specials.
Sorry, I'm laughing. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, nah, this is just like a joke we have. But yeah, just I'm open to trying like new sticks. I got like a whole lineup. I'm gonna smoke other sticks and probably review all of them. I actually smoked a couple. I think one from each, and on one of the ones that Rogers sent me, I tagged the cigar label, and the guy said, "Oh, hey, thanks for tagging me." And I said, "Oh, that's cool. That's usually something that's like automatic, right? You post something, you tag, whatever." And then I said, "Well, I'm looking forward to trying your other stuff because I really like the history behind the the label because it deals with the Mexican Revolution."
Oh, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. So the cigars are named after like women soldiers, a couple places that the key places that the revolution was fought, and then the horses that the revolutionists rode. So the guy was like, long story short, he's like, "Hey, send me your address. I'm gonna send you a whole sampler so you can try all their cigars."
That's freaking awesome.
Oh, cool.
That's so freaking cool. I have a similar experience. So next week I'm doing a live with Vince from Vincente Blends.
Okay.
Really high-end cigars. I said, "Hey man, do you want to do a live?" He said, "Sure." He said, "Similar thing. Send me your address and I'll send you my sampler pack." And this week I just got the sampler pack in the mail. It's really, it's really cool when you tag a cigar and you start talking to the people that produce that cigar or sell that cigar. You're like, "Yeah, let me send you the blend or whatnot." It's publicity for them because we're gonna do something with it. That's another thing why I love about the cigar community.
Exactly. So yeah, so for 2024, like I said, I have some. I guess people like the horse content, so I'm just gonna go with it.
You have to.
Yeah, unfortunately, I might be relocating.
Okay.
To a different place. But yeah, while I'm here, I'm just gonna try to please the people, and it's cool because it's effortless. It just happens here.
They're right there.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was watching your videos, and I saw I didn't see the horses at first, and then I saw some comments. I'm like, "What are they talking about the horses?" And then the next video, the horses are just going back. I was laughing.
Yeah, there was one where it was I think it was on a weekend, and it was like a caravan. So they joined. They kind of like grouped up right here outside my house in the street, and then they took off they can ride down the riverbed and all the way down they could go all the way to Long Beach actually.
So look at that. The cigars. Look at that. I mean, that's
yeah, bro.
That's a perfect. The ash sucks, but that's a perfect burn line. And it's that top wrapper came off, and it didn't seem like it was even connected to the main wrapper. I just took it off, and it didn't split anything else. So it had to be that top wrapper on it. I might have screwed it up.
Yeah, probably.
But something you said, the stories behind these bands, and especially like for me, the Postani sticks being Polish. I love how there's stories behind certain cigar brands that you can connect to or relate to. It makes the experience that much better.
Yeah, exactly. So that's. Go ahead.
For me, for 2024, gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna do a lot more lives. I think. I know Roger was trying to get me to do making more YouTube videos. I just don't think that's in the cards for me. I think this format is kind of conducive to my schedule and what I want to accomplish. So kind of do more lives, get out there a little bit more. I got a live next week. I'm going to be on the Smoking Sounds podcast. So just doing stuff like that, and then doing my own random live sessions because I think that's fun. It's a cool way to connect with people. So it's kind of like you, kind of keep the boat rolling, see where it goes, see what happens, and just enjoy it, because once we stop enjoying it, like what's the point,
Exactly. Once it turns into a job, then that sucks.
Exactly. Yeah. Then it's not fun anymore.
Exactly.
Like hats off and props to the guys who are putting out videos every day. Like, when I got into the cigar, I started watching like Matt Cigar Hound Dog. He posts so many freaking videos. It's like, wow, I admire him, but that's just not how I'm going to do my cigar content because one, my schedule doesn't allow, and two, I don't think that's what I want to do. You know?
Yeah, mine is structured. So I don't know if you noticed, but you just subscribe to me, but I post Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday mornings at 8. That's what I'm gonna do. And it's gonna be like announced, like, hey, tomorrow I'm gonna be, this video is coming out, because that's just the type of person I am. I just have my stuff ready for those days and let it out, and that's it. It's not gonna be like a random, like, oh, look at this guy, 10 o'clock at night. Like, no. Because consistency is key. So eventually they're gonna know, like, oh, Hugo posts like at 8 in the morning, like, these days. So like they're gonna know. People are gonna know, and it's just I think it's a better workflow system.
And there's a science to the whole social media thing too about announcing when you're going to do things, and there's a whole science to that too that I think we've all researched it at some point, like how to get more follows, how to get more likes, like what's the best way to reach our audience,
Yeah. And then so I'm actually working on some merch too. So I only brought this out right now. So I got stickers made.
Awesome.
Roger said that it looks like somebody's flexing, but it's a beard.
Oh, that's what it is. I've been wondering what that is. So thanks for it's a beard.
Yeah, it's a beard. Obviously, I have a beard, so
right.
It's a beard. So I have that. I have some hats coming, and
nice.
Hats and what do you call those? Tumblers. So
I just put my sticker on my Stanley. Oh, I'm getting the call from my wife. 5 more minutes.
Okay, so dinner's almost ready. Hello, all the YouTubers.
Okay, let's head out. Let's head on over to John's place.
Yeah, right. I know she cooked enough for a lot of people, so come on over.
Carne con papa, if you want to tell the fans.
Yeah, we're eating the carne con papa tonight. So
that's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Oh, I told you. It's Hugo's favorite.
Oh, is it really?
Yep.
Well, Hugo, whenever we meet you, I'll make it.
So yeah, I got a nice meal ahead of me. Our final topic before I sign off here, 2024 personal goals. So being in the military, we're going to be this summer. We don't know where yet. Potentially Hawaii, potentially San Francisco. Those are kind of our top choices. We should find out here in the next couple of weeks where we're going next. So moving the family, getting settled in, that's kind of like that's our goal for now. Is we're not starting a new life, but we're relocating. We're also relocating. It's going to be a big move. It's going to be across the country somewhere. So gotta get through that. So that's our personal goal. How about you?
Come to LA, bro.
Yeah, I wish. San Francisco is the only California job open for my rank. It depends on the rank and the job that's open. LA would have been awesome. San Diego would have been awesome, but unfortunately there was just no jobs there this time around. So we move every 3 to 4 years or so.
Well, yeah, that's typical for military personnel, right?
Right. I've been in DC for 6 years now, which is a really long time. It's just the way it's worked out with my assignments with grad school, with another assignment, but usually that's not the norm. Usually you're on the move every 3 to 4 years. So I've been very fortunate, very thankful to have been in one place for a long time, but I'm getting that itch to move on, go somewhere else, start a new adventure.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. Nice. For me, personal goals for this year is got a couple. Like I mentioned, we might be investing in some real estate somewhere else. So I don't know when that's gonna happen. Me and my girl, and then I have a 13-year-old daughter, actually, teenager.
Gotcha.
So I was trying to be a better dad.
Great.
What's that?
13 years old. Great age.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's a shared custody type thing. She lives Central California, so that that's it's kind of like it's a little bit of how should I say is it's just a little bit time consuming, going to pick her up on the weekends and dropping her off, and
I'm a product of divorce, so I know about the joint custody things, splitting time between my mom and my dad. You know, my parents got divorced when I was 4 years old, so I'm no stranger to what that's like. You know, it's not easy for anyone. You know, but your daughter will be better for it in the end. You know, you just gotta believe that.
No, and I'm involved. Actually, you know, we've taken trips up with my current partner, my girlfriend, because she's involved in a lot of sports. So we've actually gone up there and seen her cheer, and she plays volleyball and all these things. So
Awesome.
you know, try to do a little bit more of that. Like I said, we've got this Peru thing lined up, and then I don't know. I might be wearing a ring on my other finger. I don't know. We'll see.
Ooh, you gonna join the club?
Rejoin the club. I'm a veteran of that already.
Rejoin. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, man, to close out, Hugo, this has been awesome. I look forward to when we get to do this again. Thanks for. I didn't realize we were going to be on it for 2 hours. This is freaking awesome, man. I hope you had a good time with it as much as I did. I enjoyed getting to know you. Enjoyed the conversation, shooting the shit. Like I said, got a little cigar care package coming for you. I'll get it out between Monday and Wednesday, sometime there when you get that. But it's been awesome, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being on here with me, man, and doing this session.
No, likewise, man. And you know, like I mentioned, like every time I do an unboxing from somebody, or like I'm smoking mainly like the unboxing ones, I kind of share how I shared how me and Peter and me and Roger, you know, got to talk to each other. And you're another person that, you know, I hit up, and then you weren't snobby, like, you know, you were like cool, you were like down to earth, like, hey dude, like this and that, and you answer me, and it's cool. Like some people, you know, they're very selfish.
Yep.
And you know, that's something that I appreciate from you. And you know, my other friends that are also on the media sites, because you know, if I hit up somebody and they don't answer me like till like the next day, I know people are busy, you know, but we're all on this thing like 24/7, dude. It's like, right. You know, you see the message, like I understand, like, hey, like, well, maybe they're out with the family, like, oh well, later or whatever, but you can tell that like the attitudes that some people have, and I haven't came across any yet, you know, and I don't think I will, because everybody's been pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, obviously we're here because we hit it off, you know.
Absolutely, man. And you know, same thing for like me and Roger, me and you, just hit it off. And we're not snobs, right? We're trying to learn. We're trying to learn from each other, experience together. That's what makes it great. I got one final comment to highlight. That's from my dad, Chemist Org. That's my dad right there. Dad, I'm smoking a cigar called the Tijuana from Traficante. Actually, so quick final story, and then we'll get off here. My dad is actually the inspiration behind my logo. My dad used to wear the Incan hats all the time. So he'd come over wearing the Incan hats. So when I was coming up with the logo, I wanted to pay homage to my Peruvian heritage, Peruvian culture. And instead of my dad, he always had Peruvian flutes in the house. So I'm like, well, you know, I know Peruvian, you know, did a flute, and my dad was wearing the hat. So got the instead of worked with the designer, got the cigar instead of the flute, and then got I needed to have the Incan hat, and that pays homage to my dad. So just the last thing I'll say for everyone out there, there's not a lot of people left on here. I got an awesome giveaway for my top cigars of 2023. I just hit 1,000 followers, so the giveaway is live. The last one is going to be the last time to get an entry in is on Wednesday, and then I'm going to schedule a live probably a week after and actually pick someone. I'm giving away my top smokes. I got all the top smokes, so I'm going to try to do 3 winners, or maybe 2 winners, 2, 3. I haven't decided yet. But you have a chance to win my top smokes, which I thought were pretty good cigars. So
yeah,
just wanted a little selfish plug right there for me.
Cool, hell yeah, bro. I also want to send a shout out to Eric, smoke one if you have one, because he just invited me to the Legion a couple weeks ago.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah, he's another guy that, you know, he just, you know, I don't know. I think I started commenting on his videos, and then he was going back. That's the whole boy thing, because he says boy. And then one time I wrote it like B-O-I, repeating I's all the way, like boy. And he's like, hey, don't be using my word like that. And I'm like, hey, that's how I want to use it, boy. You know? And he's been fucking cool as fuck, dude. Him and then Tony. Well, Tony's like super busy with, you know, because he's like got all these projects going on. I understand that. But Eric's very active. That group, it's very fun because it's like you said, like the whole lounge thing, you go and it kind of like, it's kind of like you kind of hurt, like, oh, I'm gonna go spend $20 on this cigar when I have like this whole thing here, you know what I'm saying? So we jump on this group chat, and it's like a virtual lounge, and we're all kicking the shit too, and then smoking cigars, and that's pretty cool because I usually smoke by myself unless somebody comes over on the weekend. So that's been a nice experience. Thank you guys for accepting me, and there's a bunch of like people on there, dude, like from all over the world. It's crazy.
That's pretty cool. And, that reminded me, thank you to Peter, Cigar Collective, Roger, Working Man Cigars, Smoking Sounds Pod, Texas Cigar Society, Felipe. Thank you guys for your continued support and friendship. It means the world to me and Hugo, that you guys have been there with us and on this journey.
Yeah, Frank's fucking cool as fuck, dude. Like Frank, he's so okay. So he's gonna be the inspiration for one of my merch things, which I'm not gonna show right now, but yeah. So that I'm just kind of like, it's like a little preview thing, but I kind of talked to him about it, and it's something that he just shout out to me, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And when he shouted out to me, and I was like, I should make some merch, and I'm like, all right, cool. But I'm getting it done through third parties, and it just takes a little bit. But like I said, we have all the time in the world, and
yeah, we do.
Go
ahead.
Yeah.
No,
I was gonna say I'm gonna share with all my friends that my loyal friends that I have on social media, you, Roger, Peter, Eric, Tony, all these guys, Frank, obviously. And I'm going to share all my merch with you guys, so you guys can have something.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to that, man. I think that's it. I think that's all we got. Hugo, have a great rest of your Sunday night, brother. It's been a pleasure. We'll talk. I'm sure we'll talk tomorrow, or we'll talk this week. But
yeah, bro.
To everyone who joined us, thank you so much. Have a good rest of your night, man. Thank you so much, Hugo.
All right. Enjoy your dinner, bro.
Yeah, I will. I'll let you know how it is.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Hey, later, man.
All right, bye.